I don't know about you, but before checking out a potentially bad movie, I always go to IMDb, scroll down to the user review section, and read the harsh comments that accompany the 1-star ratings. Funnily enough, instead of deterring me from the movie in question, I just feel compelled to confirm the validity of those comments. It is true that IMDb users usually get it right, as was the case most recently with CS Music, which, by the way, I could only watch for 15 minutes. But what about SAS Red Notice? Is it really that bad? Let's find out. SAS Red Notice is based on a novel written by Andy McNabb. As I haven't read it, I cannot judge the accuracy of its adaptation. But regardless of its source of inspiration, we can say that the movie presents a plausible scenario in a cinematic way that steers the whole thing away from reality. And as is the case with most action flicks out there, SAS Red Notice takes a few liberties when it comes to storytelling. That is why you can expect to find a few plot holes that no good answer will be able to fill. That doesn't mean they are relevant enough to distract you from a storyline that overall is well thought out. And you may find this difficult to believe, but there is also the right amount of believable elements, intriguing subplots, and surprises that will keep you interested throughout the whole thing. And even if it is 2 hours long, its quick pace makes the movie feel much shorter than it really is. In terms of action, SAS Red Notice is surprisingly effective, mainly if we consider that its budget must have been much more modest than that of his flashier Hollywood counterparts. Yes, there are a couple sequences in which you don't really know what is going on, but creating confusion through editing to help a character get from A straight to Z in a fight or chase is one of the oldest tricks in the book, so I guess that's something we can forgive. Another element that you may expect to find in a movie like SAS Red Notice is poor acting. But even if the performances here are not outstanding, I'll say they are perfectly right for the movie. Sam Heughan does an okay job playing the cold-blooded SAS agent in charge of stopping evil with evil. Hannah John Kamen is quite convincing as the SAS agent's girlfriend who is dragged into a surprising hostage situation. As for Ruby Rose and Tom Wilkinson, they play the baddies without ever going over the top. And Andy Serkis, in my opinion, outperforms everyone else in the movie, playing an army operative with no morals. The fact that there are no histrionic characters in SAS Red Notice may well be thanks to Magnus Martin's direction. I know, I may be perpetuating a stereotype, but I still think that Martin's Nordic roots played a part in the cast's contained performances. In conclusion, is SAS Red Notice worth watching? I'd say why not give it a go? Who knows, if you don't lose sight of what kind of film it is, you may end up enjoying it. Now, if SAS Red Notice turns out to be your worst nightmare, you can press stop at any time or watch it all and then write your own 1-star review of the movie on IMDb. I'd love to read it. And this is how far we get today. Until we see each other again, have fun.